Today, let's have a look at how we can take control of our Boss Katana 50 Mark II with external controllers and get a little bit more access out of this bad boy. Let's go. Hey, hope you're doing well. So if you have a Katana 50 Mark II and you want to be able to jump between your presets and some of these effects with a little bit more ease, you're going to need an external controller. Now, the back of the Katana 50 Mark II has one input, and you can only put in either an expression pedal or one of these guys, which is an FS7. You don't need to use this one, you can buy other ones. It's really easy to plug in. You just need a stereo TRS cable. You don't need to power this, but definitely recommend it so that these lights do light up. Gives you a bit of a visual representation of where you're at. It still will work, but if you don't have the light there, you can get a bit lost. It is as simple as plugging it into the back where it says A and B, like so, and into the expression input on the back of the amp. Like I said, give it a little bit of power. Now on the side of the pedal here, there's a little switch that says either momentary or latch. You want to make sure that is in latch mode. You can switch the polarity on here on the pedal, and that just gives you options on how you want to set yours up. Now the best way to think about the presets is you've got the panel, which is going to respond to exactly the way it is set on the panel, or you've got 4 presets in the amp. But you want to try to think about it as 2 presets with 2 channels within each preset, because when you toggle, so this bottom button cycles between the A presets, channels 1 and 2, and this top button takes me to the B presets where I've got channels 1 and 2 to cycle through with that bottom button. The way I have this set up, when I have the light on the top button, it means I'm on presets B, and when it's off, it's on presets A. Light off means I'm on channel 1, light on means I'm on channel 2. And just a quick example of how that can sound. And then I press that one, takes me to channel 2. So then, now if I go to the B channels, and then to change. So if you're going to be using one of these amps and one of these foot pedals in a live setting, you want to be smart with how you order out your presets. Make sure they're in an order for your songs of which you can remember, and it's going to make sense to the way you perform. Now, if you want to go a little bit deeper and try to access some of these effects, I have a Morningstar MKII. And I noticed when I opened up the Katana 50 Tone Studio, it has MIDI settings here. You can do program map and control changes. Now these values are already set, but you can adjust those just by going through these, and the program map, same thing, you can adjust the numbers if you want to. So I thought maybe I could just map out on my MKII and connect that via the USB and it would just work, because there's no MIDI input on the back of the Katana 50 Mark II. I don't know what the other ones are like, I don't have one, but there's not on this one. Now, it didn't work, but I was able to load up Ableton Live here. I've got these empty clips here, and they are changing presets on the amp. Now that was really easy to set up, that was totally fine. So I mapped the same things on the MKII. Like I said, I couldn't get it to work just by plugging it straight into the amp. So what I've done, and this is a great idea for you to do at home if you're just jamming and you want to get access to these effects, route your MIDI through an empty channel here. So I've got the MIDI coming from the Morningstar MKII, and I've got the Katana set to channel 2. And so the MIDI is going through, it's monitoring, so it's always going through, and it's going to the Katana on channel 2. So now, if we have a look over here, you watch these guys across the top here, they're gonna come in and out. So I've got... So that's the sound of the amp. Boost on. Boost off, some reverb, some delay, else do I want? Some of the mod. And let's change that effects. So I've got the touch wah. Pretty cool, right? Now I'm not sure how you go about setting that up in a live setting without a computer with you. If you know, comment down the bottom and let me know. Like, put a link. I'd love to check that out and give it a go, please. But if you're just at home and you're having a jam and you want to have a little bit more freedom between your patches and some of your effects, this is a really cool way to do it. If you have a Morningstar controller, the settings are very simple. This new software editor is amazing. And all I've done is I've created a bank called Katana and I've loaded in the appropriate settings that came across from here on the control change. And I made these toggle modes so that they just go on and off. I'm going to assume you know how to use those if you have one. Easy as. And there we go. Hope that's given you something to think about. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. See you next time.